A new NASCAR team might be headed their way up to the Cup Series in the next couple years, and Zane Smith looks like he will be returning to GMS for the 2021 season. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. As I said at the beginning of this episode, Zane Smith will be returning to GMS for the 2021 Truck Series season. Let me just say this, I am extremely excited for Zane Smith to get this opportunity once again to go back to the Truck Series and try to go out and win possibly another championship, as he still this year is looking for his first ever Cup Series championship and his first full-time season in the NASCAR Truck Series. Zane Smith has really been doing an incredible job this year in the NASCAR Truck Series. Been one of the most impressive people to watch. I think Sheldon Creed's at points has been really good as well. But Zane Smith has consistently been up on front on the week-to-week basis, been one of the most impressive young guns. Looks like he's also probably going to win the Rookie of the Year. I think he's a Rookie this year in trucks, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's going to probably end up winning the Rookie of the Year. And he has a really good shot this year of making it to the Final Four in the NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series, which will be named the Campbell Truck Series in 2021. But yeah, really cool to see that Zane Smith is coming back. I've been really high on Zane Smith. He was really good in the ARCA Series in 2018. He almost won the championship. He got beat by Sheldon Creed in 2018. And in 2019, ran 10 Xfinity Series races. He ended up having 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s with that team. Had a 10.3 average finish. That was really good average finish for a young driver like Zane Smith, who was 19 years old when he ran for that team, if I'm not mistaken. And this year, he's gotten 2 victories up to this point at Michigan and I believe Dover, if I'm not mistaken. I think those are the 2 tracks that Zane Smith has been able to score wins in his NASCAR Truck Series career. But I've been really high on Zane Smith. I think he is a generational star. I think he has a lot of prowess and he has a lot of talent. And I think he, like I said, I think he's a guy that can really go places. He did, like I said, he did really good at Junior Motorsports, and he has been putting a lot of work this year in the NASCAR Truck Series. I mean, he's been doing really good with GMS. I know GMS equipment is really good, but some drivers have kind of struggled driving this team. Look at a guy like Chase Purdy, who's kind of struggled with that team this year. And sometimes team drivers are going to struggle at certain organizations. I mean, Greg Biffle, who won with KBM in 2019, didn't have a fantastic run at Darlington. Not everyone is going to be really good at a fantastic organization as they don't put as much work into it. Zane Smith has been making incredible moves on the racetrack. I remember at Charlotte, I think he made a 3-wide pass on Kyle Busch, who's been dominating the Truck Series. Yes, Kyle Busch shouldn't be racing in that series. But hey, at least Kyle Busch can win in that series, unlike the Cup Series where he hasn't still been able to score a victory up to this point. I think Zane Smith, he's going to do a lot of things next year. What are my expectations for Zane Smith? I think Zane Smith next year definitely will have a shot at winning the championship. And I think he will win at least possibly 3 to maybe even 4 races next year in the NASCAR Truck Series. I think he's going to win quite a few races. And I think he will make a really deep run into the playoffs. I mean, he almost missed the round of 8 in the playoffs this year because of stupidity by a certain driver trying to block for no reason. I'm talking about Sheldon Creed making a stupid block. But I think Zane Smith has put a lot of work into what he's been doing in the NASCAR Truck Series, and I hope that eventually, if he does well enough in trucks and goes out and win championship, maybe he can go back to Xfinity Series with Junior Motorsports, and then maybe one day be a top-tier organization in the NASCAR Cup Series one day. And I think he has that possibility and those capabilities to do that. He's been the most impressive driver in the Truck Series, and I cannot wait to see what Zane Smith is going to do next year when he returns to GMS. And on to the other story of this episode. Kaulig Racing is looking at a possible move up full-time to the Cup Series in 2022. According to Adam Stern, he actually had a report from, I think, Cincinnati Credit or something like that. I can't remember the name of the company that wrote that article. But here is what Adam Stern tweeted out. He said, Matt Kaulig on starting a full-time Cup Series entry in 2022. It's looking like we're moving in that direction. Man, could you imagine another team in the Xfinity Series jumping up to the Cup Series? That would be really awesome. It looks like that is very possible in the near future. I mean, look at Kaulig Racing, where they have come from, especially in the last years. They started as an organization in 2016 and almost made it to the Final Four in 2016. They really did an incredible job in 2016. Of course, they kind of got lucky because of the playoff format, and there wasn't any of those playoff points or stage points. Blake Cook probably would have only made it, I think, to the round of 12, but he still performed really well. And it did degress a little bit in 2017, but ever since 2018, your average finish got better. Ryan Truex made it to the round of 12 in 2018, and their average finish improved, got more top 10s that season. 2019 almost made it to the round of 8 with Justin Haley, and they actually were able to win their first 2 races with Ross Chastain and AJ Allmendinger, Ross being at Daytona, and the other driver being AJ Allmendinger at the Charlotte Roval, which he actually went back-to-back earlier this year. But they have been really good on the super speedways. They're like the DEI of the Xfinity Series right now when they were in the 2000s, where they've dominated the super speedway racetracks. And Justin Haley has been really, really strong. I think he's gone 3 in a row on the super speedway racetracks. That's just incredible. And I picked Justin Haley to win that race, and that was really good to see Justin Haley do that. But that team has been really coming to life over the last couple of years, and they did in 2020 make their Daytona 500 NASCAR Cup Series debut by making it into Daytona 500. Now the question is there going to be a possibility that a driver like Justin Haley returns to that team in 2020? I know he's been rumored to possibly be going to Spire because they're looking at maybe acquiring him for Spire next year. But is there a possibility that Justin Haley re-signs with Kaulig in 2021 and that he goes and runs a few races for that organization in 2020? If I'm Kaulig Racing, especially with the fact that they're going to have no practice qualifying in the majority of races, they're probably going to have to run Daytona 500. I would not be shocked if they run at least all the super speedway races next year. Of course, those races I don't think are going to have practice or qualifying except Daytona. Don't quote me on that. I think it's the only race that is going to have practice or qualifying for the 2021 season. But yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see what this team is going to do in the 2021 season, what their decision is. Are they going to move up the Cup full time? I think that this team will move up the Cup. Look at the NASCAR Cup Series. The future of this sport is looking extremely promising at the moment. You look at teams like Trackhouse that are coming up with Daniel Suarez next year, who is an ECR team, which is going to be all Chevy engines, but they're partnered up in alliance with Rich Childs Racing. And look at a team like Penske, who's going to have a 4th car next year to give Austin Hendrick a little bit of experience in part-time starts. That's helping that organization. And look at a team like Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin. I know Michael Jordan, a lot of it was for Bubba Wallace, but I think he came to NASCAR because he sees the future of sport, and the biz model is supposed to change. What this next-gen car is supposed to do is supposed to save teams a lot of money. You won't need these alliances as much with it being only a single chassis that all these teams are going to be driving. It's going to save a lot of money for a lot of teams. It's going to be expensive for a lot of teams right away because you have to buy all the new parts and pieces. Also is going to do is probably going to help unchartered teams be a little more competitive, similar to what Wood Brothers did in 2016 when they didn't have a charter. They were almost able to make the playoffs in their first season back full-time since around 2008. They were able to be extremely competitive as an organization right away. And the fact that Kaulig Racing is looking at the future of going to Cup is just really, really awesome and just great to see that you're going to see some of these organizations in the Xfinity Series maybe jump up. What about GMS? If they're going to possibly come back to Xfinity, maybe come to Cup in the future. What about Brad Keselowski? Will Brad Keselowski maybe eventually bring his team up? What about Kyle Busch? Will Kyle Busch Motorsports be able to become a Cup team in the future after Kyle Busch retires? You're seeing a lot of also younger owners as well. Matt Kaulig is in his 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Denny Hamlin, he's getting into the ownership game. He's in his 30 or 40s. And Justin Marks is also in his young 40s too. So you're seeing a lot of younger owners that are going to be carrying the sport, especially since you have a lot of older owners in the sport currently at the moment. You're going to see a lot of younger not younger drivers, also younger drivers too, but a lot of younger owners as well who are going to be looking at sport and trying to get in. And like I said, I think that you're not going to need as many alliances to be competitive right away. Yes, right now at the moment with the current business model we have in 2020, there's not really as many competitive teams out there. And you're still probably with the next gen car, you're probably still going to have a lot of those like really, really, really strong alliances. You're still going to see some of the top teams be at the top, like Hendrick Motorsports and Chip Ganassi and Team Penske and Joe Gibbs, and those organizations are really going to be at top. But what this next-gen car is supposed to do is supposed to bridge the gap, and it's also going to help teams come to sport. I would also like NASCAR maybe to increase the fuel limit as well in the future from 40 to 42 in the future maybe. I don't know. That could be a possibility. NASCAR could do that. But I'm really excited for the future of the sport. New tracks on the schedule, new teams coming to sport, and drivers return to organizations. That is going to make me really excited. So, anyway, that is going to be it for today's NASCAR news video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn notifications so you be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Link in the description below for that. And comment your thoughts on today's video. How do you feel about the possibility of Kaulig Racing possibly jumping up the Cup by 2022? Would you be really excited to see that or not? I for sure would be. And how do you feel about Zane Smith returning to GMS to try to go dominate there once again? Do you think that he's going to do good next year or not? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, make sure you do like this video so that YouTube can recommend my videos more out to you guys so you guys can enjoy more great videos here on that channel. I'm probably going to have that Q&A, that 400 subscriber Q&A out here probably on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. One of those days, I'll probably have that out here in the future. So if you have questions, go check that video out and answer your questions in the description below. But anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.